Yo, what's up everyone? It's good to see you. I hope everyone's having a good Wednesday today. To everyone on the YouTube side of things who are probably taking a look at my channel for the first time and don't know exactly who I am, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Digital-Bluez. I'm the techno AI Vtuber who takes the intelligence out of artificial intelligence in hopes that my stupidity will either make people laugh or cry. Though I hope it's the former because I would honestly hate to make people cry. I'm a variety streamer who streams a variety of games, composes a variety of music, as well as, draws a variety of things. Hi, Budmore. Could you at least wait until I'm actually done, like, introducing myself before the bludgeoning? It's nice to meet every single one of you, and I hope you enjoy your stay here. Let's see. Budmore, it's good to see you, as well as Joey, Deadbob, and Rajanka. I hope you guys are all doing pretty well today. Now you wiggle. Is that what's happening? Let's see. Did I promote myself anywhere? I'm always weary about whether or not I let people know that, hey, you know, I'm streaming and whatnot. Look, I'm forgetting a few places. What? Why are you attacking my shoulder? Hey! What did I do to deserve that, huh? Anyway, what was I saying before? What was I trying to say before? Oh, right. So, originally last weekend, I had wanted to draw concept art for a original idea that that I had for, like, I don't know what it was supposed to be, either a webcomic or an animation project all on my own. It was an idea, more or less, but it was a cyberpunk crime sort of like idea. Though frankly, I don't really want to put that idea out on streams yet. At least not until I have everything finalized. So I asked in my own server whether or not would you guys like to see that, or would you like to see concept art of what I was what I could have been as a VTuber. Surprisingly, everyone decided on the latter, and now today I'm just going to be drawing concept art for what I could have been as a VTuber. There's already some people who already know what that concept is. And they only get to know that because they are very close friends. I apologize to the rest of my community and all the viewers who don't know. Aside from that, yeah. I didn't really have anything else planned for today, aside from just, like, you know, drawing concept art of what I could have been. Because as everybody, for everyone who's been following me for some time, if it was, I had also, I'd also stated in several other streams before that I could have been a, I could have been either a Android grasshopper, which is something that I've done art for in the past recently. Where is he? Where is Digi-Blue? I'm right here. Dude, what are you talking about? How you doing, Hamburger?
What?
What? I'm right here. But yeah, I could have been an Android grasshopper. Aside from also being a musically inclined AI VTuber. And you guys are going to be seeing what other character that I had in mind for a VTuber concept. This is surprisingly, this is also the only, like, non-sci-fi related concept for VTuber persona concept that I had in mind. It's a bit silly, a bit nonsensical, and a bit bit strange overall. But I think the only reason why I didn't really do it in particular is because my knowledge, for one thing, my knowledge my knowledge of Blender wasn't really substantial yet. So I was like, you know what, I could probably hold off on this idea. Maybe I could do something else with it, or I could just sell off the idea entirely. I'm not quite sure. Either way, you guys are gonna you guys might get a real kick out of this. What's up? Hi O2, and I'm not a blueberry. Hi Xena, it's good to see you as well. Look at this blueberry tart. I'm not a blueberry, nor am I a tart. What? Anyway, before I get sidetracked and eventually bludgeoned to death by everybody in chat, why not just go ahead and show off what the concept is? Oh, and thank you for shouting out Xena Deadbot. Where's my music first and foremost? That's not what I want. There we go. Let me know, chat, if you also can't hear the music. Oh, Blueberry, I can't spell today. You and me both. Holy shit, 3 stream streak, Joey? Thank you so much, I appreciate that. But yeah, this is who I could have. This is the Vtuber concept. That, the character that how I could have been. This gentleman's name is none other than Gino. I'll even put it in the chat.
In all honesty, that's actually really cool, and it's pretty sick to see how concepts can change over time. Hand of no digi type artwork.
What the fuck, Saribot? What gives? I have no idea, Hamburger. Apparently that was detected as spam for whatever godforsaken reason. I'm not quite sure. I'm sorry about that. I don't even know what happened. Did you got a ghost in chat? I do? But no, this is the name of the character who I could have been. His name is Gino Parabellum. A champion boxer VTuber. Well, a champion boxer who rose to the ranks of champion in the boxing world and held the title of world champ for like 10 years. Though his legacy came with a dark secret. The only reason why he is a champion boxer is because of the boxing gloves themselves. I know they look like ordinary gloves, but they were also cursed. Should he remove the gloves at any point in his life, not only does he lose his skills and strength that he gained throughout his career as a boxer, he loses everything. This is actually what this scrawny, pathetic little dude, that's what he looked like before he became a boxing champ. Okay. Mini it is. I guess I'm just a little guy today. For God knows how long, but oh well. You need to write this as a story, it'd be cool. Maybe. I was also thinking of just selling off this VTuber concept not too long ago. Alongside Crash Hopper V. The only problem is I don't know how I would do that. And two, I'm kind of too attached to these two character designs. I was complimenting the art and I got fucking back. I'm sorry, Hamburger. I'm not sure what happened. Saribot apparently detected that as spam for whatever reason. I finally the chibi blueberry. I'm not a blueberry. Can we give? Is there any way we can give back Hamburger their points? 35-day stream streak. Holy shit, Xena! Thank you very much. Seriously, of all the streamers and of all the other streamers that are like out there, you want to like use your time over here. I really appreciate that. Is it because I had said incredible like 3 times? Wow, I guess Saribot fucking hates you. Saribot and I mean, Saribot has been rather cooperative with me specifically. I don't know why I decided to just freak out on you, Hamburg. I'm sorry. If there's any, is there any way we can get we can give them their points back? Ban the positivity. Yeah, no more good vibes apparently, according to Saribot. I don't know what happened. I'll have a look into it later if I can. But that was just really uncalled for on Saribot's terms. I'm gonna like investigate later on and see what happened, because like that should not have happened, and I don't know why. put something, but I like my 1.3k points. I wonder what you could potentially be using those points for. I think I've refunded it. Alright, thank you, Dead Bob. I wasn't sure if the points were refundable or not, and I would have been very disappointed on Seribot if that was the case. I'm also going to pin the name of the character in the chat. The funny thing is, Parabellum isn't this dude's last name either. It's just the name that they gave him on in the ring as a boxer. I forgot to mention that. Also, I forgot to mention taking off the gloves would have been a problem, considering that this scrawny guy, aka the same guy who's taking off the gloves would have also been a problem for Gino, considering he is also an artist. He can't draw for shit when the gloves are on. So he still decides to stream himself doing art regardless. I was going to put the word Automod hates that I love to torture it with. I'm gonna have a look into this like later on if I can, because that's just ridiculous. You've said that word like multiple times, and Twitch is just basically like, nope. Not allowed every single goddamn time, and quite frankly, having to like unban that word frequently is just starting to get annoying. Hajime no Digi. Funny enough, Hajime no Ippo was actually one of the inspirations behind it too. It was just one of those like boxing anime that, or it was one of those like sports animes that like got my attention. This was like, granted, this was like during the pandemic. You've never watched Hajime no Ippo before? If it makes you feel any better, I just started getting into it recently. It was something during the pandemic that I also had a look into, but never really quite watched. The fuck? Hi Rattlesnake, good to see you. thank you for the jump scare. I'm assuming someone paid with that with like bits or something. I wasn't quite sure what that was. Either way, thank you very much. Also, 910 followers. Holy shit. I didn't think I'd ever get this far. I know I say that a lot, chat, but that is the truth. I didn't think I'd actually get this far, like, at all. Not long to go till pillow time. Feeling a little bit sleepy, Dead Bob? If you have to leave and go rest, I completely understand. The VOD is always going to be here anyway. You keep being too nice? Why? Is that a bad thing? I'm talking about you having to sort out that pillow. Oh, that's what you meant. For some reason, my brain associated pillow time with sleep. But yeah, you are correct. It's one of those like few pieces of merch that I want to like try to put out there. But that's only gonna happen if I hit 1,000 on Twitch. Aside from that, though, there's also other pieces of idea that I want to like for merch that I want to like put out there. I know several friends of mine have like sold stickers in the past. I know Nisa has done it. In fact, she actually gave me one of her stickers the last time I met her at Oshi Kombini, not too long ago. It's always nice to see them. It's always nice to see the rest of the crew with Arcade. Some sort of pillow? Interesting. A body pillow, to be precise. I had no impulse control when Luna made the suggestion to me. Because she did ask, hey, what's it gonna take for me to get like a body pillow of yours? And I was like, 1,000 followers and I'll probably do it. This is what happens when you have no impulse control, chat. You end up making stupid goals like that without realizing the consequences of your actions. Machine washable to boot. I mean, I would hope so. That's the only thing I gotta figure out. Like, how am I gonna do it, and who would be like a good choice to go to for making said merch. But I also have other ideas too. I was thinking like, you know, stickers and the like. But it's only gonna be plausible if I hit 1,000. So we'll see how things play out. That pillow will be marketable, especially the one from Digi. I don't know what you're talking about, but sure. I don't care what it is you guys are gonna do with that pillow. Just don't show me, because then I'm just gonna have to like outright ban you. Because I don't really need to know anybody's habits outside of like what they do. Remind me to stop staring at my phone going downstairs. Please be careful, Xena. Just for nap and relax, what are you thinking, Digi? That's not what I don't know what it is that you think that I'm implying. I just said I don't care what you do with the pillows, just don't show me. What you decide to do with it, like I said, is completely up to you guys. I just don't want to see it. Oh my goodness. Hydrate and posture check already. I mean, I'm fine, but sure, I'll take it. Thank you, Xena. Thanks, Xena. Oh yeah, I also have, oh, my cough drops. My throat is still, like, clogged up. I don't know if it's because I'm still getting over the cold, but either way, I'm okay. Hi, Amano. Good to see you. Everything going okay on Luna's stream at the moment? Hey, Usagi, it's been a while. How have you been? I hope you're doing pretty well. Can we get a shout out for Usagi Sanada, please? Let's get a shout out for this gentleman. Thanks, Dead Bob. I'm good, and you? I'm okay. I'm still somewhat... I don't feel sick anymore, but, like, the phlegm is still there. But aside from that, I'm okay. You know, don't be like the one anime falling down the stairs with the umbrella. Oh god, I think I know which one you're talking about, though, too. Also, I hate the Pirates of the Caribbean level in Kingdom Hearts 3. I haven't really beaten it yet, so... I would prefer not to know it, if at all possible. I want to keep that part of that game a mystery until I get to that level. Drink tea with honey and lemon. Believe it or not, I actually had that before stream, and even then, I'm okay now. It's nothing like egregious or anything. It's just all I have to do is just get rid of the phlegm, and I think I'll be okay. How you doing, Chris? It's good to see you. No worries, that's all I'm saying. Thank you. Good boy. What am I, a dog? I'm an AI, not a dog VTuber. Do I look... What? Doggy blue raspberry. I'm not a blueberry, nor am I a dog. No, but you are cute, so good boy. Is that what it takes? Also, Mom wanted me to tell you, if your throat hurts to gurgle with salt water, it hurts, but it works. I had strep once and had to do that. I should reiterate again, chat, that I'm fine, don't worry. All that's left to do is literally just, like, force the phlegm out of my body and I'll be okay. My throat's not aching or anything anymore. All that's left to do is just deal with the phlegm. It's not painful or anything, it's just awkward, and I just really don't like that. I don't like that I have to and clear my throat like constantly. But aside from that, I'm okay. I appreciate the concern though. I also have plenty of like cough drops, so I'm alright. That was a week ago, but I wanted to tell you. Okay, fair enough. You need a sauna session? That would be nice, actually. I wonder if the local community center in my area still has that. Because in addition to being a public pool, they also had like a sauna. Maybe I should consider doing that for myself. It's only like $5 per entry, so maybe I'll do that. I haven't done anything like that in years. I've never been in one. It's not bad. It's not a bad experience. Though it's something that I normally never do frequently. It's something that I would have to do with like a friend that I trust. Believe it or not. For some reason, I started thinking of a funny thing that happened when I was little. What would that be? What was that little funny haha moment that you had when you was little? So my late stepdad's best friend rented us a cabin, and we got to hang out with them. His youngest son was like 5 at the time, and he had a crush on my sister. Me, her, his son and daughter, and my brother was hanging out in a cabin, in their cabin, which had a jet tub. All of a sudden, we heard an AKY. He was in his birthday suit, and my friend started running after him while me and my sister laughed. What the fuck? That's interesting. That's interesting. That must have been very. That must have been very like. That must have, he's now going into the Air Force. Oh, okay, okay, that's cool. But that must have been that must be really interesting to bring up at like a family dinner party or something. How often does that get brought up at family gatherings? Actually, just out of curiosity, because now I want to know. We not see them in a while, so not much, but almost every time. You know what? That's fair. That's gonna be very... how do I say this? How do I... I'm trying to figure out a way to say this properly. You're bringing it up next time? Let me know how that goes and see what their reaction is like. There we go. That'll do for the hair. This one's going to be a bit interesting. Soft brush and then do this. There we go. They're a good family friend though. His dad offered us a week at the hotel he had a timeshare on. Never immediately jumped into a cold pool after being in a hot tub. Really? I actually okay, this is where I sound strange, but I actually like that sensation. the feeling of I actually like that feeling of like jumping in, like that feeling you get when you're in a hot tub and then you just like jump into a cold pool. I don't know why it did. Some people will feel like a bit like weirded out by it. Me personally, nah. Actually, my brain is weird. It doesn't register that it hurts. It just feels different. At least for me, anyway. Obviously, that varies from like person to person, but I don't know. I never really thought of it as anything painful. You could see it. I don't know. I just genuinely don't feel. Oh, I just genuinely don't feel any pain from that. Even my dentist, when they brought up the fact that I had still had my wisdom teeth in, they were like, so how does your teeth feel? I'm like, they're okay. Is it? They were like, really? Because you've had your wisdom teeth in there for far longer than anybody should have. Do you want them removed? And I'm like, no. They're like, are you sure? It's gonna be a problem for you in the long run. And I'm like, so far I don't feel anything. They brought that up. They brought that up in when I was like 21, by the way. Well, if you don't have any impacting or pain, you're fine. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't really feel anything of that magnitude. Also, hi, Plague Daddy. Good to see you. You gotta tell us a pun. I redeemed it. Oh, sorry. Hold on, the pun is loading at the very moment. It's kind of hard for me to come up with one while I'm also trying to, like, draw stuff. It's fine, take your time. It's always that redeem that takes, that just, catches me off guard. Don't ask me why, it always does. Oops, I'll rush. My wisdom was awful. I had a medium-high chance of mouth paralysis and a medium-high chance of dying. Dying? But it went well. They had to drill away a part of my jaw because the tooth was growing into it, though. Oh, I see. All right, well here's your pun for you then, Chris. Sorry, Xena, I might have to use use you for this pun specifically, but I hope you didn't have a jawful time at the dentist. There we go. All mine were growing sideways, so they were close to impacting. I see. All right. Okay, that was good. All right. Well, if it wasn't good the first time, I would have asked you to just redeem it again. Okay, that one was awful. I'm sorry. I am very sorry. I could have done a lot better with that one. You know what? I'm going to use a thicker brush for this. I don't know why, but the thicker the line art for certain things, like the boxing glove here, for example, the more menacing it looks. I don't know why, but there are certain parts of like the body that I like putting thicker lines on. For some reason, one way or the other, it kind of emphasizes a few things. Maybe my brain just processes that things differently, but I don't know, it just looks right to me. I wish Mal was here. Malice might be like in the middle of university stuff at the moment. Good news is I still have function on my mouth, even though I bet some wish I didn't. My jaw, speaking of which, my jaw is also feeling a little bit better. I think last week when I popped it, what the hell happened to my tracking? Oh no, VC face crashed. Oh, wonderful. Well, that's a shame. Hold on a sec, chat. I gotta fix my, I think my webcam's just being difficult again. What is wrong with my capture these days? Shouldn't even be malfunctioning this much. Are you into, like, Star Wars games? Yes, actually, I am. Okay, here we go. I gotta load everything else up again. Give me a moment, give me a moment, chat. Just gotta fix everything up here again. Hopefully that works. There we go. Sorry about that. I didn't even realize my capture died. Or my tracking died, rather. You should try out Star Wars Fallen Order and Star Wars Jedi Survivor. They are good games. I enjoyed them. I think I've played Fallen Order when it was like free to play, when it was part of like Game Pass, not too long ago. But other than that, I haven't really finished the game yet. If the game goes on sale on Steam again, I might pick it up for myself at some point. Jedi Survivor, I lost it. You ended up losing it? I'm sorry that you ended up losing that that game, though. Joey saw part of why you lost it? Why? What happened? How did you end up losing it, if you don't mind me asking? Actually, kind of like Survivor better than Fallen Order. I mean, yeah, it's shorter than Fallen Order, but it's so cool. I've never had a look at those games yet, but I'm willing to. When the games go on sale on Steam again, I definitely will pick one of them up. I store 7 discs in one case as reaction. Why? If you don't mind me asking, why do you do that, Xena? Also, hi Ed, good to see you, man. How you doing? Let's get a shout out, Dead Bob, if you're still there. Could actually one of my mods possibly shout out Ed, please? Ed is a good lad. Ed is a good cat boy lad that everybody should be following. I lose the cases, so my mind is like, this is the best way. Oh no. I think a lot of collectors would be very, upset by that notion. Though, if you lost them, it's not really your fault, I guess. How are you, though, Ed? You're just in time. I am drawing I am drawing concept art rather, of like my my other VTuber persona, which is a champion, which is a world champion boxing VTuber going by the name of Gino Parabellum. I had a flushed out story for this guy and everything, although for one reason or another, I never ended up like bringing this idea to fruition. I think it was because during that time I felt like being a world champ boxing VTuber would have conflicted with my interest of being a music loving AI Vtuber, so I kind of just shelved this idea afterwards. Getting myself hyped up for Switch 2 pre-orders tonight. Are you actually going to be pre-ordering it? If so, lucky. All the pre-orders in my city apparently have been like booked up apparently, though I don't know who to believe. So either way, I can't even afford to like have it myself. But I hope you enjoy your Switch 2 when the time comes. Honestly, I'm probably not gonna nab one. Gonna be able to nab one. I don't have time to get one, and I'm just gonna hope I get lucky on the Best Buy website. You know what? That's fair. Me personally, I know it's probably a pipe dream at this point, but me personally, I think I'm just gonna wait until the holidays, until like I'm waiting for the hype to die down, which I don't think is gonna. This is a bad idea, so do not do this. Probably. Honestly, like I said, like I was trying to say though, I might just wait. I might just wait for the hype to die down behind the Switch 2. As much as I don't want to, I'm gonna wait for the hype to die down. Might try to grab myself one in the future during the holidays this year, though I highly doubt that's gonna happen. Good idea, honestly. First adopters usually report issues with their systems. Not often, but it helps to avoid any unnecessary risks. Yeah, and that's my only problem. I don't want to like have to go through any like. I'm worried that if I were to get the system day one, I feel like there might be a lot of problems upon release, and I'm sure there's like an easy fix for it if there were any problems, but like. I don't want to take that risk. I only need to get one for Pokemon Legends, so I guess I don't mind waiting a little bit. I just need to rip the bandage off now. Fair enough. That's fair enough. As much as I would like the other games that was also introduced when the Switch 2 was announced, like Donkey Kong Bonanza, Metroid Prime 4. Mario Kart World even. I think, like I said, I'm just gonna wait for the hype to die down a little bit, and then potentially I'll consider getting myself another a Switch 2. Like I said, that's gonna take a long time, but big forearm just because of how close it is. Enjoy life on your own schedule, not the release schedule. It's partly the reason why I never really bought. When the Xbox One like first was announced, it's why I never really bought it on day one. Well, granted, I didn't have space for it at the time. I was in college, so I didn't really have the space for it per se. plus there might be some better deals offered with the Switch 2 in the future, so I want to see what kind of deals they have. Because Mario Kart is great, especially like Mario Kart World looks fantastic. I just want to see more. I want to see if there's going to be like any more bundles for the Switch 2. Maybe there won't be, and I'll probably miss out on it during the launch day. And in that case, that's just on me. I will say though, regarding the Switch 2, regarding the Switch 2, a lot of the hardware, the new hardware for like the Switch 2, good call, a majority of them. Ow! Ow! Hey! Ow! Ow! Hi, Yuto. Let's get a shout out for Yuto, by the way. But yeah, I feel like a lot of the hardware that was being demoed for the Switch 2, a lot of it was a good call, especially the built-in cooling fans for like the docks. I feel like that was a good call more than anything. And sure, maybe Nintendo is a bit behind on the whole like communications thing. Cause you know how like they have their own like built-in like their own built-in communication systems, like, you know, with screen sharing and the like. We can make the argument that Nintendo should have had that a long time ago, but honestly, to me, it's just another like method of communication between like friends. You don't if you don't want to use Discord, you could also just like screen share it with your friends, like on the Switch Online's capabilities. So it's like at that point, it's just another option. Not really worth bitching about. I've legitimately seen some people's like bitch about it, and I'm like, why? It's just not all of us are basement dwellers who like who communicate to each other via Discord, you know? I just wanted a stronger Switch, and that's exactly what it is. Nintendo and 4K being in the same sentence together was not on my 2025 bucket list, or bingo card rather. But you know what? I'm glad that Nintendo is at least like endorsing in it. But yeah, I'm gonna wait for like more. I'm gonna wait for like more games to come out for it to see. And see, like, maybe like during the holidays, I will probably try my best to grab one. If I was smart, I'd use this as an opportunity to help wean me off of FOMO. Alas. Alas. Yes, Xena, is there a problem? I don't know why thicker line art for the... I don't know why thicker line art is just so appealing to me. It just looks like there's a heavier emphasis on like movement. Evil thoughts running around your head. I mean, it would probably help to keep. It would probably help if none of us had any like. Well, now that you mention it, now I'm certain that it had something to do with me. Or maybe that's just me being paranoid. I don't know. Yep, there it is. Are you done? are you... What'd I tell you? I knew it. I knew exactly what you were thinking, Xena. Are there any games on the Switch 2, though, Ed, that got your interest? We might be here for a while. Give me a sec. You know what? That's fair. I also like that they're offering, like, upgrade packs of, like, pre-existing Switch games already. Like, it's just optional if you want them or not. Like, you don't have to get them. Like, because you could still enjoy the game on the Switch anyway. Or you can still enjoy your Switch game on the Switch 2 anyway. You ever heard of Hear Me Out video? Probably, though I can't even say that I've ever, like, watched one. I know of their existence, but I've never watched one. Okay, so Breath of the Wild is my favorite game ever, and I haven't finished Tears of the Kingdom yet, so I wanted to play them in 4K for a while. And the upgrades to Pokemon Legends look so good, and I'm hyped for that. And I've been waiting for Metroid Prime 4 since they announced it back in 2017. I'm so glad that Metroid Prime 4 is a thing. Though I should probably finish the first one. I have it on the GameCube, and I never bothered to, like, play it after a while. I was going to suggest that sometime, like, you have chat tell you theirs. Okay. I mean, I could look into it at some point. Let's see. I'm also hyped for Air Rider 2 and Hyrule Warriors 3, and they've already confirmed Pokemon Coliseum and Gale Darkness are coming. That's right. The GameCube thing is coming for the expansion pack of their membership. I can't believe I actually have to consider upgrading my membership now. I really want to play some of those GameCube classics. My brother is outside racing the dog nonstop while laughing and breathing hard. Is he gonna be okay? Oh, ad break starting in a minute, chat, letting you know in advance. Apologies to those of you who are not subscribed to the channel. Excuse me. But please do stick around after the ad break. I would love to talk to you guys a little bit more, if at all possible. There's also a non-0% chance they'll make a Switch 2 version of Warframe, so I think it'd be fun playing that on console again. A Switch 2 version of Warframe, huh? I should really consider playing Warframe. It's been sitting in my, like, Steam library for God knows how long, and I haven't really touched that game in a while. Or, haven't really touched that game yet. He's just exercising, he loves them. That's fair. There, little awkward-ass bowl cut, because that's what Gino used to have before, becoming a champion. This really awkward, lopsided-looking, bowl cut. I'm not a dog person, but I'm glad he likes them. We don't deserve dogs. Contrary to what everyone will tell you, we do not deserve dogs under any circumstances. There. Yeah, I've been starting to like gluten sugar. I think the dog thing is just because I've been hit by a dog or bit by a dog and chased by them. I used to be afraid of dogs specifically for that reason too, Xena. Although over time when I started having my own pet, that fear just like disappeared over time. Yep. Oh yeah, speaking of Kirby Air Ride, oh my god. I am actually really excited for that too. I am deadly excited for that. Like I never really did get to like fully experience the first Air Rider. But hey, it's another Kirby game being directed by Masahiro Sakurai. What's not to love? Can I ask you for advice on computer stuff? Sorry for non-stop asking. I'm not really that like knowledgeable in that field, but you're more than welcome to tell me what the problem is. If DZ was here, he'd probably be able to give you an answer too. Though I'm pretty sure he's either at work or still sleeping. So this is why I hate time zones, chat. Like I just want to be able to like hang out with like all my other friends that I've met here as a VTuber, but that's never gonna be happening for some time. Oh right, I love Gino's design. Right, well thank you. Bray dude man, good to see you. How you doing? But yeah, this was another VTuber concept that I wanted to go with. This was like my second VTuber persona that I wanted to go through, aside from being like an AI. A wimp turned boxing champ thanks to the help of a pair of magical or quote-unquote magical like boxing gloves, but if he were to take them off, not only does he become this doofus, but he also loses his his skills as a boxer. Hey, Braydude man, thank you so much for the follow. The auxiliary cord is now yours. I've just been looking at laptops and found one that I like, but it has LED lights all over it and I feel like it'll burn up. I like the lights a lot. I know that it's tempting to get like, okay, I know that it's tempting to get, computers or anything that look nice, like, with like the fancy lights and everything, but I feel like people should be looking at like the practicality of the machine much more than like, how it looks. I know that's a bit hypocritical of me, considering I also have a computer that has a bunch of like LED cooling fans and whatnot. LED lights don't take much power and don't get really hot. I mean, if the only thing I'm concerned with, for at least this is just from my own experience as someone who's had to buy a lot of PCs and had to go through some trial and error with them. It's more the laptop will get hot from the CPU and graphics card. No worries, I appreciate it. But no, I feel like people should also be more focused on like what it is like that the computer can do. If will it meet the needs that you typically need a computer for? Like that's what everyone should be like looking considering getting a computer for. The one custom laptop I had, it would cook your lap. I imagine that thing must have been a big inconvenience. That's the word. Why did I draw these other lines here? Oh well. It was a very powerful one, but god, it gets hot. Yeah, especially since like a lot of games today, a lot of graphics cards today, they use like a lot of power. Like my previous computer, for example, before I had this this new machine, it wasn't even half as powerful as the one that I have now. The 745 like, OEM that was built into it. I don't remember how much wattage that it conducted or needed to like use. I got a custom lap desk for the Alienware I had. It burnt the wood. Oh yeah, definitely need a new one in that regard. There also used to be a bunch of like computer accessories. Excuse me. There was also a bunch of like computer accessories that I had to keep my my laptop cool at the time. Sure, it would have to take up like a USB slot on my laptop, but that wasn't much of a problem since it had like 4 ports anyway. But it was an external fan that you could like plug into your PC or your laptop via USB. I had a similar laptop stand with fans built in. Yeah, I invested in a lot of those when I was so heavily into like laptops during college. I obviously regret that choice now, but I mean, I obviously regret that choice considering desktops are much more powerful and more efficient that way. But yeah, that's typically my experience with laptops, and that's why I will only ever need a laptop if I'm like traveling or something. And even then, like, most of my music is on my phone and stuff anyway, so that's why typically you do get more money, more for your laptop with desktops compared to laptops. That is true. Most laptops, whatever's built into it, that's all you're stuck with. Can't really upgrade it per se. That's what I've been looking at. It's $74 for me. What are the specs? Like, what are the specs of that? What are the specs of that machine? That's what I want to know. I only say that I'm only asking because like I do prefer that people get their money's worth when it comes to like, especially since like PCs are like, especially since PCs are very, pretty much like delicate machines to begin with. I would prefer that people get their, oh no, just the lap desk. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, 74 bucks for a... I was gonna say, 74 bucks for a laptop? What the hell's built into it, you know? I just want people getting their money's worth. Or at least be, like, aware of what they're getting into with their money. Last thing I want is for any of you guys to get ripped off or anything. Okay, we're done coloring this stuff in. Or, we're done with the line art, I think. Oh, no we're not. Draw this part in. There we go. A lot of the time, just popping something under the corners to let the air circulate underneath the laptop is all you need. Yeah, that's all you need, really, and making sure you haven't covered the air vents. Yes, never, under any circumstances, cover the air vents of your laptop. My aunt did that once, like several years ago with one of her laptops, and the heart attacks that I would get just looking at it, just sitting on her bed like that. Ugh. Surprised the apartment didn't burn down or anything. And that they're clean and not full of dust. Mm-hmm. The Chromebook I have was like $110 to $120. When I watch you or anyone else stream on it, the screen blinks and it gets blurs. Sounds like it was on its last legs, from what you're telling me. Anyway, let's get to coloring the eyes. Versus the eyes. I don't know why I like coloring the eyes first. I'm driving, so I may be... Wait, are you like literally like at the wheel? Are you at the wheel of a vehicle at the moment, Xena? Or do you mean like, are you like in somebody else's, like are you the passenger of somebody's car? If it's the latter, then that's fine. If it's the former, please don't. I don't want anyone getting in trouble, let alone getting into any sort of like accident. Yeah, but I just turned on my car. Okay, but like, please don't. I don't want anyone getting in trouble for distracted driving. Also, Bray Dude, if you're still there, I'd like to know, how did you end up finding my channel? go. Doesn't feel right here. Oh, I knew something didn't feel right. Oops. That'll do it. I wonder why it didn't feel right. I went off. It's not where the part of his eye ends. It's supposed to be like right here. That should do it. You know what? I have an idea. Not the most original idea, but an idea nonetheless. Just gonna do this. Since I apparently can't get the other eye right. Just do this. Control C. E. Using this as a reference, we will flick this. Flip. I can get rid of the other part of the eye, no problem. Sorry for worrying you. I don't look away when I'm driving or anything though. My car has a Bluetooth reader and I can use text to speech on it. I mean that's fine as long as you're not getting like pulled over for potentially distracted driving. I would prefer that no one get in trouble with the law for that. Just fixing up this part of the art for a minute because I don't like where this is going. But I use text-to-speech only from my mom. I mean, that's fine. Like I said, I just don't want anyone getting in trouble with the law. That's all I ask. Just don't get in trouble with the law for, like, doing something illegal, like, distracted driving. And you're fine. I don't know why I didn't do this earlier. Selected layers. There, that's a little better. Something about this doesn't feel right. Hold on. Before I merged that, let me fix something real quick. Looks really goofy right now, but something doesn't feel right, and I'm trying to figure this out. Something about the right eye doesn't feel right. I don't want to have to like resort to having them like blink or wink or anything. I think that's just a very something that just feels like a cop-out if I did, so... It's just that something doesn't feel right. Can't really explain it. What if I change the perspective on this? Layers, outline. I don't know why I'm so self-conscious about this other eye. I don't know why I can't even draw the I don't even know why drawing other like as an artist it's like you can draw one eye properly, but the moment you have to draw the other one, suddenly your brain is like what other eye? So, like something about this just doesn't feel right. There, hopefully that should fix the problem. Now that I've actually, let me ask you something, Chad. Now that I've actually like remixed Crash Bandicoot, what other video game like music should I look into remixing to? I know I still have other ones to work on, but like I also want to like put my focus into music a lot more this year, and that includes like music. So I want to know what you guys would like to hear more of. It's just something about this eye that is not clicking for me. I think it's because of the shape of the outline here. I don't know why it's bothering me specifically. Something about it doesn't feel right. Let's see what that looks like. There we go. Hopefully that fixes it. I don't know why. There's just this one eye in particular just spending way too much time on. Something about it just doesn't feel right to me. Yeah, good enough. I think I solved the problem. But yeah, what other video game soundtrack should I also consider remixing? Just out of like a formal curiosity and whatnot. Because I'm also lazy. Just use the ellipse tool. There we go. And back home. Man, I hate driving at night. Welcome. Well, I'm glad you're safe at home. You didn't really miss much. I was just basically asking you guys, you know, what other video game soundtrack would you like to hear be, you know, remixed by me? Also kind of wish that the selection tool wouldn't be so much of a pain in the ass to not work with. There we go. Now for the hair. Guess how many times I've been to Dollar Store, Dollar General today? At least once. At least once. That's my guess. Not a very educated guess, but a guess nonetheless. 3 times? Is there a reason why you had to go out 3 times? Google search who? Could you try drawing her? Maybe another time? Right now I'm just drawing concept art of my second VTuber persona. And who the hell is that anyway? Let me have a look. Just out of curiosity. Oh! Who's this from? Where's this from anyway? Balto? I don't think I've ever seen this movie before. Another time, perhaps. First was for breakfast food, the second the buns for supper was frozen, third was just now and meds for your stepdad. Can't go into med stuff. That's fair. You don't have to. If it's too personal to bring up, you don't have to. Alright. Now for the weird part. Let's see what this looks like if I gave him like purple just like a tiny hint of purple here. You find it funny though? Why do you find it funny? Why do you find it funny? I don't understand. You know what? That doesn't look too bad. Because they're like, oh, you're back every time. They just expect you from now on, huh? Like, shade in the hair. Gonna be somewhat lazy. Jenna Husky getting a princess makeup in a sprinkled pixie dust. Okay, I can't quite say that I can do that today, considering that's not really the focus of today's art stream. But maybe I'll consider doing a stream where I actually do art for like. We'll take requests. We'll go with that, but not today. Although the store is closed, that Dollar General is 4 minutes away. Walmart is 16 minutes. I see. Yeah, you know what? Purple doesn't look so bad. I kind of need to use a darker color though. Complement it. That's better. That's a little better. Boxer Blues. Somewhat. How you doing though, Kiros? It's good to see you. If any of my mods are there, can we get a shout out for Kiros, please? But no, this is Gino Parabellum, one of my other VTuber personas that I could have gone with. The keyword here being could have. The only reason why I never really went through with the idea in the first place was because I don't know. I felt more inclined to do music as a VTuber as opposed to like any other gimmick. So doing well. The second born is a bit sick. Had a good birthday last Saturday. Well, I'm sorry that the second born was a bit sick. Hope they feel better. Hope they feel better soon. They're getting the proper amount of hugs indeed. That's good. Nice to note that they're getting all the love that's necessary to like recover and whatnot. Gigi, if you had to get rid of one sport, which would it be? I don't think I would ever get rid of sports in general. I would just prefer everyone would get to play what they would want. I don't like the idea of like I don't like the idea of getting rid of one sport or getting rid of one thing just to like signal boost. I don't know. I guess the answer is I wouldn't really get rid of a sport. I don't really have a preference. I mean, I used to back then I used to be like back then I used to play baseball during like my high school years. Was never really good at it, but you know, I tried nonetheless. I think my dad just really wanted us to have like the experience of being like a sports team, more or less. I tried basketball and hit myself in the jaw dribbling. Then I tried cheerleading and jumped 1 minute after the others. After the others at tryouts. Oof. I think I'm done sheening the hair. Let's go ahead and give it that little sheen. Or highlights, rather. Lets you know how great my rhythm is. I'm sure you'll still be able to find something that you can do. Well, thank you for the love and support, Xena. I don't think it needs highlights there, just around here. Okay, the hair is done. Work on the skin next. was going to do the Venom Lick, but resisted. I mean, you could, I just don't really care at this point. It exists. Typically, I have redeems like that for a reason, in case people need me to, like, or need my attention for something. Understandable, also just feeling nice today. I mean, thank you for showing mercy, Xena. Thank you for showing mercy. Being nice, what's that? The one thing that Americans apparently fear of demonstrating? Kindness, apparently. Apparently that's a sin now, to be nice to people. Which, I have to ask, what the fuck? Why is that a thing? True in some fields. Only some fields? Did I miss any spots? No, doesn't look like it. Okay. We can start shading, or we can start shading the body now. But I will try hard to make you think some Americans can be nice. I mean, you guys, some of you guys are living proof that Americans aren't that bad. I'm just saying that it sucks for like a majority of you who are legitimately kind people that that you get lumped in with the same idiots that are being not so friendly right now with everything going on anyway. That's all I'll say on the matter. Okay, that'll do. I know someone whose family shunned her for being into girls. This woman is in the military? Wait, what? Maybe best not to... Well, wait, what? Hold on. Like, she was in the military and she was shunned for her preference? weird. She was going into boot camp? Okay. What am I doing? I should just do this. A little bit of shading around here. Just give his skin a little bit more texture. Now she's in the Air Force. Anyways, I just wanted to show I agree with you. I mean, that's fine. I don't think it's dark enough to emphasize a sense of shading, so I'm going to use a darker color. Okay, that's better. Now the color. Hey Thradix, thanks for lurking. Can we get a shout out for Thradix, please? A shout out for the best White Knight VTuber to ever exist. Let's see. Thanks, Dead Bob. Oh my gosh! First, lightning bug. What's a lightning bug? What? Oh, a firefly. Fireflies are cool. I have the boxing gloves in purple. Maybe white. I like catching them, but I let them go. I just like to hold them. That's fair. There we go. hoodie should be purple. No, I think it'll be fine like that. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Xena. There we go. Oh, I didn't even color the band-aid. What am I doing? Forgot to color the band-aid. But yeah, if I didn't point this out already, Gino Parabellum's favorite color is purple. Which is fine because purple is also like one of my favorite colors anyway. The only reason why I didn't go with digital purple is because I didn't think that would sound very what's the word? Not on brand, but I just didn't feel like it wouldn't really fit the brand altogether. Oh, ad break is starting in a minute, chat. Again, apologies to those of you who are not subscribed to the channel, but please do stick around after the ad break. I would like to talk to you guys a little bit more, if at all possible. There'll be no blueberry comments? Well, that'd be great, because I'm not a blueberry to begin with. Oh, I didn't color the band. Whoops. You'd be a grape then? I would make a terrible grape. Add a little bit of emphasis around the skin here, actually. Just a little around the forehead, we'll give a little bit extra shading here. There. And around the chin as well. Just so that the skin looks more texturized. There. It's fun to do that. For you, maybe. Alright. Let's work on the clothes. The shading is around down the here, which is fine. Let's use a bigger brush for this, especially for the glove. Sorry about the ads. I understand that nobody wants to put up with them a lot, so... Something about this doesn't feel right. Let me try that again. A little bit of emphasis on the shading here to give a little bit of texture. Yeah, why not? Let's shade this part of it, yeah. Of course I do this on the wrong layer. God damn it, every time. Welcome back from the ad, Xena. And to everybody else who's still also lurking. Oh god. Why are there so many loose, uncolored pixels? Always bothers the hell out of me. There we go. I would have put you on, but Yippee sounded appropriate. You know what? That's fair. It'd be fitting more than anything, so I understand. We were just saying hi. Hi, Groot. I doubt he could probably understand me, but hi, Groot. Are you a good dog? That's a trick question. You are all dogs are practically good dogs. Now, so Sugar. Hi, Sugar. He is. He's pushing over, rubbing on. Oh. We love dogs. We love dogs in this community. Pets in general, we just love. Honestly, chat, what I was also thinking was probably selling off this this idea too. I was also thinking of selling off this idea as well. Not only because I'm not really doing anything with it. Now that I have like my other now that I have my other persona to work with, I don't really feel like I could use this one anymore. But I guess that'll be future me's problem on whether or not I want to like sell this off for someone else to use. They need a bath, but we don't want to with it being slightly chilly. That's understandable. You wouldn't want to get sick on top of the dogs as well, so I get that. Also, that'd be cool to sell it off. Probably. I just don't know how I would do it. Like, how would I sell this concept to somebody else? I'd have to come up with an, like, elaborate backstory, of course, but... I mean, I already have. I just need to also, like, extrapolate on it. And even then... I wouldn't even know how much I would sell this for. I know that people have sold adoptables in the VTuber scene for, like, some amount of money, but, I don't know how I would do that. Loose purple baggy t-shirt. But yeah, like I said, I just don't know how I would be able to do that. Like, how would I go about doing that to begin with? I just realized I need a PNG, oh gosh. I mean... I'm sure there's someone out there who could probably help you with that. Or like a, I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there who can help you with that little particular problem. Maybe on Etsy. Well, there's also several people in my server, Xena, who are like doing PNG commissions at the moment. If you want to like check them out, you'd be helping an artist in the server, and and they'd be getting experience more stuff to work on for their portfolio. So it's a win-win for the both of you. I mean, for selling yours, but that's a good idea. Oh, I don't know. I've heard horror stories of people selling their stuff on like their art on Etsy. I've heard of people stealing other people's work for like profit, and I think that's why I'm a little iffy on selling my stuff on Etsy. Because I don't have the means. Because I do not have the means to fight any like. To like fight anybody in court for like any for anything like that. Like if someone were to use my designs or like my art for like profit, and I didn't even know that they were, I'd be in a little bit of financial bind because of that, because I don't have the means to like hire like a professional lawyer for that stuff. That makes sense. There's got to be an invisible watermark thing or something. I don't even. That's the thing. Like I don't know how I would be able to do that. Well, I mean, I know how to make a watermark. I've done it before. Only problem is it gonna be like, is it gonna be able to like protect my work? Like that's my only concern. Like, is it gonna help me protect my work, or is it just gonna end up being used for like, is it gonna help me protect my work, or is it just gonna be like something that thieves are gonna find a way to circumvent? I think that's my only problem. I think the stripes should be yellow, not purple. We'll make the stripes purple or yellow. Little stripe going down his boxing shorts to be yellow. I had someone once steal my work, but I don't think it counted stealing. I took a picture of Jensen Ackles and put filters and stickers out in the vid, and they took it. I mean, I've had my work re-uploaded to other channels without my permission. Thankfully they understood and just kind of like took down the work or took down the music. I just think that it's shitty that it happened, but hey, I was also fortunate that the person got the idea that, hey, what you're doing is wrong. You should have contacted me if you wanted to, like, if you wanted to use my work for something, but, you know. And of course it's on the wrong layer. God damn it. Why do I always do this? I got that post taken down so quickly. Well, I'm glad that's the case. But the thing is with most artists is that they don't have the financial means to protect themselves legally. So they're always constantly like fighting to ensure that their work isn't being reused for someone else's other purpose, or for somebody else's like agenda, without like having to break bank just to protect themselves. And that's the shitty thing. Because we're already in an age where people just don't respect, like... We're already in an age where people don't respect artists enough to begin with, and I think that's just incredibly shitty. But yeah, I've had one of my remixes re-uploaded to somebody else's channel without my knowledge. And that sucked. I mean, it got taken down, sure, but like the reason why I say it sucked is that it sucks that it happened. Oh yeah. Yeah, it sucks and not cool. I mean, like I said, at least they got the message and took down the video of being re-uploaded without me knowing, which is something I appreciate. Not a lot of people will do that. A little bit of shine to boxing gloves, which is something I should probably put in there. I know exactly what to do for that. Actually, use a paler purple. Go into here. And some of those, wait, that's actually why I get nervous about showing my lyrics, poems, and stories, because I know some people would steal it, and some of those are very personal poems that mean a lot to me. See, that's the thing that some thieves should just like not be around for. Like, there was an instance of a streamer who was doing art on stream one day, and I'm just using this as an example. Someone was doing art on stream one day. Someone apparently, while they were still like in the middle of working on it and like near completing the work, somebody took a screenshot of the artwork that was still being finished and put it through Stable Diffusion last I checked, and it was completed and re-uploaded without their knowledge. Like by the time they learned that they were doing that, it was already too late. That's why I say like art thieves are the fucking worst, and that they do not deserve any like resemblance. They will not get any semblance of mercy from me. And why should they? That's awful, and what assholes. So never tell me again that generative AI is good for people. The only thing it does is that it just legitimizes people's like beliefs about like art and why artists should not be compensated for like their work. That's all it does. It's just also, you have a good, you have a lot of Google pics on Google Images. You're popular, I think. I do? Well, I mean, probably just people... I mean, yeah, if you search yourself on the internet, odds are you're probably gonna find yourself, like, images of yourself on there. Whether you want that or not. So... The thing is, I also don't like Googling myself in any way. Just because I don't think it's a very healthy thing for a creator to do. Unless it's for like legal purposes. I don't really like Googling myself. I don't think it has anything with me having to be popular as it is just me uploading things frequently, like art and stuff. I think that might be the case. My chest is hurting, my feet won't fall out of bed, but I don't know where to go, so I lay here instead. With my symptoms of sorrow and dread, all this is. I'm going to assume those are lyrics from a song, but either way, hi Jacob, how you doing? I hope you're doing pretty well today. I'm just putting the finishing touches. I'm just putting the finishing touches on the concept art that I'm working on at the moment. No one gets it. How are you? I'm okay. I thought my throat was gonna like be sore for like the remainder of this week, but no. Turns out I'm feeling a lot better, apparently.
Fingers.
Oh my god. Thank you, Xena. I hate sore throats. You and me both. Mostly because I just take that as an indicator that I'm getting sick. And I don't like that. Because that means I lose several precious days.
And 9 souls. This game keeps getting better and better. You smoke weed to heal, get drunk to increase your max health, and you fight a femboy with precognition. This game is incredible.
I'll have to look that up then. I'm glad you're having fun with the game at least, Hamburger. But yeah, I hate sore throats mostly because that's an indicator to me that I'm gonna get sick, and I would prefer not to put up with that. Is that an ad or a fever dream? A little bit from column A, a little bit from column B. I don't know. Either way, that just indicates that that is a game that I probably should have a look at eventually. It's also probably going to be a game I can't really afford at the moment, but, you know, that's the life. That's life, I guess. Just being too poor to afford whatever the hell you want these days. Maybe we should put details like, also, your shading is really good. You're really good at art. Well, thank you, Hamburger. I still feel like I have a lot to learn when it comes to art, but I like to think I'm doing just fine. I was working yesterday, and to keep things short, I stepped on 2 nails. The worst thing that came out of it was a sore throat. Oh no. I mean, I at least hope you were able to get, like, tetanus shots for them. But that's why I showed you my stuff. I know you'd never steal mine, plus I could get a trustworthy person's opinion on what I could fix. I mean, me personally, I don't benefit from stealing from people like that. If you not that I condone it or anything, but if people are going to be thieves, why don't you just steal from people who deserve it? Why take stuff from people that don't really deserve, like, having their livelihood stolen? Especially in this day and age. I agree, Hamburger. Moo! Thank you for the follow, Jacob. The auxiliary cord is now yours. How many followers am I at right now? Oh, good lord. I've got a lot to worry about now. Yippee! Yippee, indeed! Okay. Aside from having to make a logo, which I'm probably gonna do offline anyway, I'm practically done here. I just don't know what else I could add to this. Digilos? I felt like I read that while having a stroke for a sec. You want a pun, Jacob? Sure. You notice how Gino Parabellum has like a bowl cut here? You could say that these magical boxing gloves that he now wears certainly bolstered his confidence. I'm sorry, that was terrible. I'll have to do better than that next time. But yeah, I am done for the day, I guess. I don't really have anything else that I want to add to this. Yeah, I'll probably just make the logo offline more than anything. But aside from that, yeah, Geno Parabellum is more or less completed. Thanks to everybody who came by today. Let's see, who do I have to thank before I end things off? Jacob, and Bray Dude Man, thank you both for the follows. Rattlesnake Outlaw, thank you so much for the Five Nights at Freddy's jump scare. Thank you for the 50 bits, I appreciate that. Tomorrow I am going to be playing through the Spyro Reignited trilogy. I think I'm just halfway through the second game, I think. And then after that, I'll probably touch up on the third one if I can. I just laughed so hard and it's 2:30 a.m. My neighbors probably think I'm crazy. That is an entire mood and a half, I'll tell you that much. Make them think you're nuts. Yeah, but maybe not too much. Maybe not so nuts to the point that their neighbors end up having to call on them. Because God knows what's going to happen. But yeah, thanks to everybody who came by today. Let's find somebody to raid. Well, the question is, as always, I keep asking myself this every single goddamn time. Who do we raid into? Probably think I have a bomb or something. I hope not. Last thing you want is a bomb disposal squad at your doorstep. Okay, let's find someone to raid. Who in the world do we raid out to anyway? I think I have an idea we should raid. I have an idea. I haven't seen this gentleman, I haven't raided into this gentleman for a long time, and he's playing through Monster Hunter Wilds with a friend. We'll be raiding into Scarlet Moon VT. Luna, she's still streaming. I think I raided into her already on Monday. So they'll hear my clock ticking, counting down the seconds of their lives. Oh, good lord. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for being here, Dead Bob. But yeah, Scarlet Moon, for those of you who don't know, is a male witch VTuber. Very, very cute gentleman. I think you guys would like. I think you guys would like to vibe along with him. I'm happy I found you. Well, I'm happy that you're here. Thank you for giving my channel a shot. Let's see who we could. That's what the raid message should be. Since he's a male witch. The vibe is retro but modern. I mean, I was kind of going for it. I'm glad that you feel that way, Jacob. It was fun talking. I bet you missed the torment though. No, not in the slightest. Oh yeah, before I forget, actually, before I actually forget. Here's the Discord server for those of you who want to be a part of our little community. If you're an artist, I would love to see your work. If you are if you're a streamer who needs a little bit of boost of viewership, please feel free to shout yourself out there. If you want to keep up with me offline, outside of like my own Discord community, I do have a Blue Sky account that you guys are more than welcome to follow. I also have Twitter, but I do not, under any circumstances, have any content there to speak of anymore. Ever since the whole debacle going down with Twitter. I also have my YouTube channel, for those of you who are on the Twitch side of things who are not following me or subscribed to my channel on YouTube anyway. And finally, I also have, apparently I'm being bullied into like promoting this a little bit more often, but I do have a throne, of which people can like suggest gifts that I can put on my wish list, and if there's anything on my wish list, don't pull a Kanye, bro, you seem nice. Trust me, the likeliness of that ever happening, Jacob, is 0%. So I wouldn't worry about that. I think we'll be just fine. Do throne now. I mean, I already shouted out my Throne channel, Xena, or my Throne wish list. That's what I thought with Kanye. I can guarantee you, Jacob, that it is never going to happen. I can guarantee you that much. Chat has already held me. Chat has already held me at my word for it. Like at least 2 years ago, anyway. So don't worry, it's not gonna be a thing. But yeah, since he is a male witch, here is the raid message for those of you who are subscribed to this channel. We'd Mario bonk him to be into being humble. I mean, I was already feeling relatively humble even before I started VTubing, but sure, I guess. But yeah, here's the raid message for those of you who are subscribed to the channel. Excuse me. If you are not, don't feel pressured into subscribing if you're unable to, but here is your raid message, chat. Once again, thanks again to everybody on the YouTube and the Twitch side of things who have been checking out my, who've been hanging out with me tonight. But like I always say, whether or not you are vibing alongside me, or if you are just lurking in the background as I draw something really cool for you to look at, compose music, some really cool music for you to listen to, or if I'm just demonstrating my incompetence in video games. It has meant the same to me throughout these 3 years, chat, by which I mean it has meant the world to me these past 3 years, like you have no idea. And I'm honestly surprised that I've ever even gotten this far to begin with. And I sincerely appreciate every single one of you who has been with me on this VTuber trek of mine. In the meantime though, chat, as always, as before, stay safe, wear your masks, and keep your shots up to date. Stay nourished, healthy, as well as hydrated. Above all else though, chat, don't let anybody in the world try to kill your vibes, because you guys are one of the greatest people to ever exist on the face of this planet Earth. And I honestly could not have asked for a better community other than what I've been able to gather thus far in the 3 years or so that I've been a VTuber. So, from the bottom of this digital doofus's heart, thank you so much to every single one of you. But until then, take care everybody, show that same type of love with Scarlet that you have shown me, and I hope I get to see you all again tomorrow at 7 p.m. EST, as I return to the world of the Spyro Reignited Trilogy. This is Digital-Bluez, signing off.